Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading for September 2017. This month I'm working with two decks as always, but I'm also going to pull a card or two from the Romance Angels. Now, one thing that I am getting for you for the month of September, I feel like there's definitely decisions that you have to be making in the month of September. If there have been decisions that you've been postponing, it's like you're finally taking action, or I feel like, situations, certain circumstances are pushing you to make decisions. That is really kind of standing out. I also feel like, especially for those who are already living together, coupled, you have to be careful around issues surrounding money. I feel like there could be kind of small arguments about things like bills and who pays for what. And some of these little arguments can turn into something really unpleasant. So be careful with arguments about money. I also feel like for some of you, there is a sense of frustration around waiting for something. So either you're waiting to hear from someone or you're waiting for someone to notice you. I just kind of sense frustration around you in September. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the card reading and see what comes up for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Aries for September 2017. You have the Hangman. Love reading for Aries for September 2017. Queen of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords. Ace of Wands. Ten of Cups. Final card, Nine of Wands. So the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for September, and you have the Two of Pentacles. So I was kind of getting that energy of decisions and choices. Usually the twos do involve choosing between two things, two people, two outcomes. It's like you're juggling things back and forth. This can also represent scattered energy. We will see how that ties in with the rest of the reading. Now, you have quite a few things going on here. Let me just get everything in the frame. I see you have some really interesting cards and interesting synchronicities in this reading. We're going to take it one row at a time. So at the top, you have the Hangman, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So you start off with the Major Arcana, and it's the Hangman. So this does represent feeling stuck and, being in limbo. So I feel, there's a water sign here. You are a fire sign, but there is a water sign. This can be your romantic partner or someone that you're interested in. There's an energy of things getting a little stale and things not moving forward. With the Hangman, this is really all about perspective. It means that you have to change the way that you're thinking about your love life or your relationship. But I feel like something is not moving forward. And I did sense at the beginning of the reading, before I pulled the cards, that there is a sense of frustration around something that's just not happening. So you get the Hangman. You also have a card here. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which does represent, non-action. This is a card of somebody weighing their options. This is a card of somebody exploring their options, thinking of the pros and cons, really taking their time and taking things really slow. So for some of you, there can be, that frustration that I mentioned around someone who's a water sign, male or female, sun, moon, or rising, where it's taking forever for them to make a decision about your relationship. Whether this is someone you just want to date, or it's someone, that you're already involved with and they don't know if they want you back. Again, there is this energy here of like choosing or instability, whichever one applies to you. It just kind of seems like these are cards of non-action, and they're surrounding this water sign. Again, it's like things are not moving forward. You're stuck kind of waiting. You're stuck waiting on this person that is carefully, kind of reviewing their options and thinking like, what is it that I want? What is it that I should do? And it could be, with this energy that it's very wishy-washy, the Two of Pentacles. They don't really know. This is an energy of going back and forth and, you know, having to choose but finding it really difficult. Now down here, this is kind of tricky, interesting. You have the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. So I feel like there's something really complicated around you in the month of September. These are all swords as well, which represent your thoughts. So I feel like be careful where your thoughts are going in the month of September, especially with the 9 of Swords right here in the middle. And this can mean that you start to think the worst of your love life or your partner. You start to feel like things are hopeless, especially with the energy up here where you're waiting, you know, for something. Things are kind of stuck and not moving forward, and somebody's really taking their time. With the 9 of Swords, there's a lot of agonizing and there's a lot of fear. It's like you're fearing, you know, that someone's not going to come back to you, or you're fearing that your marriage is going to fail. And, you know, you have the 8 of Swords, which also tells me that you feel powerless to stop this. You feel like there's really nothing that you can do. And I don't feel like that is the case. I feel like this energy here, this goes with this. This works against you, feeling like you're powerless in your relationship and that there's nothing that you can do but watch them go or leave with someone else. That is, you know, you're being your own worst enemy, which is right here, the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords is one of those red flag energies where you have to be careful because there can be deceit, and yes, it can represent somebody lying to you, but based on what I see here, it can represent self-deceit that you're not aware of. With the 7 of Swords, you can be your own worst enemy by convincing yourself mentally that something's going on that is not. So I feel like for some of you, this energy that you started off with the Hangman, that you're stuck, your relationship is in limbo. You're not really moving to the next step, the next level. Somebody's really taking their time here and trying to figure out what they want from you, if anything. It's really kind of playing with your head, is what I see here with the 9 and the 8 of Swords. It's playing with your head, and it's got you kind of imagining the worst. But again, with the 7 of Swords, you're working against yourself. You're being your own worst enemy by allowing your thoughts to go there. Remember, this is going to all be about either a decision, choosing between 2 people or 2 outcomes. And somebody has to choose. I mean, I got that even before I pulled the cards. Now, at the bottom, you have the Ace of Wands. So this is really nice because things get better for you. The Ace of Wands does represent a new beginning and represents a clean slate. So I feel like there's a possibility of somebody finally deciding. You know, I was getting that message before the reading that, you know, it's time for that decision. And with the Ace of Wands, this is a new life, a clean slate with a person. Like, you're able to kind of, you know, erase everything from the past. I mean, nothing can really be erased, but you can definitely, you know, heal whatever has happened. You can get over it to where you can finally start over and you can move on together. And that is further confirmed by the 10 of Cups being right next to it. It's like, you know, the difficult energy right here, actually like right here, all of this, there is some type of new beginning with the Ace of Wands, a new life, and the energy of the 10 of Cups, which is a happily ever after. There can be a happy ending to a really difficult situation where maybe there is a choice, or maybe there is instability. This can also represent, you know, somebody finally, you know, committing to you. This is a marriage card. This also represents children. Now, down here, the very last card was a 9 of Wands. So keep in mind that there is an energy of fear. And with the 9 of Wands, this is a very protective energy. And it means that someone does not want to be hurt. Somebody's just looking out for themselves. And I feel that for a lot of you, this ties in with this energy. It could be that somebody's taking their time in making a decision that is maybe about you, or it could be you, but you're just taking, the person is just taking their time because they don't want to make the wrong decision. They don't want to be hurt, and they don't want to hurt someone else. With the 9 of Wands, you're just looking out for you. You're being very protective, overly protective. And with the 7 of Pentacles at the top, you're being, you know, really cautious, and you're weighing all your options, and you're doing a lot of thinking and soul searching. But at the same time, with the Eight of Swords between these two cards, you feel kind of powerless. Like there's really, your hands are tied behind your back and you feel like there's nothing that you can do. But I feel like for a lot of you, this ends well. The choice is made and there is happiness around this. The choice for some of you could end up being you if there is someone else in the picture. Okay, so let's see what other messages come up for you from this deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for September 2017? You have the Page of Pentacles. Other messages for Aries. Okay, this one's going to jump for you. Let's see what it is. The Emperor. And the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles next to the Seven of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is telling you that there could be a lot of communication around you in the month of September, but that's also telling you that you need to really look at your relationships very carefully. That is, to me, that is the true meaning of the Page of Pentacles. You need to study a relationship, especially where there is this going on, where there's a lot of kind of wishy-washy energy around a partner, a lot of going back and forth, choices are not being made, maybe somebody's leading you on. The Page of Pentacles is encouraging you to study more about this person, really get to know them. For some of you, I'm getting this could be new people that you're meeting in the month of September. This is not just for couples. You're supposed to be looking at your love life, at your partner very carefully to make sure that you know everything about them, to make sure that you're on the same page, that you still want the same things. You also have the Emperor, and I'm getting a strong message that this is about stability. The Emperor is all about taking control of your life. It's a major arcana and it represents personal power, control, and stability. So I feel like you need stability. And I mentioned, when I saw this card, that it can represent instability. The time for this is over. Choices have to be made and you need some type of reassurance. You need some type of stability in your love life. With the Emperor being here, I feel like you're definitely getting that as you communicate with your partner, as you study them, as you learn about your relationship. You will finally be able to have that stability. You will have the answers that you need. There is something here from the past. You have the Six of Cups. There could be something from the past that keeps haunting your relationship. Something that happened years ago that you haven't really talked about, that you've tried to forget. This is, the Six of Cups is just an energy from the past, if not a person from the past. And yes, it can be someone from the past that you don't like to talk about, that you try to, you've tried to erase. And it could be that this is the key, because it came out with the Emperor. The past in some way, dealing with it, healing it, brings back that sense of stability to your love life. But there is a need to communicate and really look at the situation, look at your partner very carefully, study them and see everything that is going on around them. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next deck over here. What other messages are there for the sign of Aries for September? Okay, jumping card. Knight of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aries for September 2017. King of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aries for September 2017. Three of Cups. At the bottom of this deck, the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is telling you no matter what you're going through, no matter what you have been through, you're finally moving forward. You're leaving painful situations behind you. You're leaving challenging or abusive people behind you. This is the energy of movement to a much healthier place. So even if this means that some of you are choosing to leave a partner behind, you're moving on to a much better place. If it means that you're finally healing this energy from the past, again, you and your partner are moving forward to a much healthier place, where there is nothing from the past haunting you. And I definitely see that here with the 10 of Cups. This is your happily ever after. And I see it also with the Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a clean slate, to something much more peaceful and much more calm with the Six of Swords being here. Okay, so let's take a look at these 3 cards. You have the Knight of Cups. So this is positive change in your love life. So no matter what it is that is happening, whether you want to meet somebody new, this can represent, you know, somebody romancing you. This can be a knight, kind of a knight in shining armor energy. Somebody coming into your life and wanting to sweep you off your feet. This can be a proposal of some kind. It did come out with a marriage card, which I think is pretty significant. For some of you, there could be a marriage proposal, and it could be that that is what you have been waiting for. More commitment. I definitely see that. But this just means positive movement, positive changes in your love life. It's finally moving forward, which I think is really significant because it's next to the Hangman, which was your first card. So the Hangman, again, that means that you're stuck and that you're in limbo and things are just not happening. Things can finally move forward. I just feel like, you know, I felt at the beginning of the reading that choices, I mean, it's whoever it is that has been postponing making decisions, like you've postponed long enough and like it can't be done anymore. Choices will be made. And this is bringing positive movement and change into your love life. Or for those who are single, this is bringing new people into your love life. There is someone here. You have an earth sign, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. So, you know, this person, for those who are single, this can be somebody new. This could be your knight in shining armor, again, male or female. Or this can represent your partner as an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising. This can even represent you if your moon or rising sign is in an earth sign. There is happiness around you. Again, there is love, positive changes in your love life. And then down here with the 3 of Cups, there is some type of celebration. I'm noticing that the 3 of Cups is right next to the Ace of Wands. It's like you're celebrating some type of new beginning. So it could be a new beginning with somebody new. It could be a fresh start for you and your partner. The 3 of Cups just represents happiness, and you're celebrating something really positive. It can also represent the birth of a child and marriage. It's just a really kind of positive, cheerful, uplifting energy. And I feel like, you know, there is definitely something happening here for you in the month of September. Something that you have been waiting for. You're finally having more stability in your love life, in your relationships. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the romance angels. I've already shuffled them. I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle, just like this. This is a love reading for the sign of Aries for September 2017. Love reading for Aries for September 2017. Interesting. You have engagement, and it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I definitely get that from this reading. I definitely get that. I mean, you even have a proposal card here where there can be, you know, someone proposing marriage to you. Or, you know, somebody's just kind of proposing a relationship. An engagement, yes, it can be that, you know, somebody's getting engaged. As far as marriage, there's a marriage card here with the 3 of Cups. There's also another marriage card here with the 10 of Cups. So for some of you, if you're already dating and what you're hoping for is some type of deeper commitment, this card is really confirming that. I just feel like, you know, even if it's not a, you know, ring on your finger, there is finally a choice is being made, and there is some type of higher level of commitment. Like you have a more exclusive relationship. It's something that where you really feel more comfortable. That sense of stability is there, making you feel safe in this relationship. Let's get one more. What other message is there for the sign? I think I'm holding them upside down. Sorry about that. We don't want them in reverse. What other message is there for the sign of Aries for September 2017? What other message is there for Aries for September 2017? Okay, I think I was still holding them in reverse. Okay, so it's not in reverse. I don't know how that happened. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So for some of you, this is funny because, you know, this card is confirming for those who are already coupled that this is the person that you're meant to be with. Of course, a soulmate just means that, you know, someone that you have a really strong soul connection with. But for some of you, this can be a soulmate, this can be a twin flame, a really just kind of a strong bond. So for those who are already coupled, this is a confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. Your intuition is correct. This person is the one. Things are working themselves out. If you're single, I feel like, you know, you could be meeting somebody in the month of September where you really just kind of look at the person and, you know, you feel that instant chemistry, that instant connection. So kind of be, for those who are single, be on the lookout for soulmates. Just kind of seeing these two cards, I feel like soulmates, just in general, soulmates are moving to a higher level of commitment. Whether they're getting engaged, they're moving in together, they're getting married, they're finding themselves, they're finding each other, they're having a family. I just feel like things are finally moving forward for Aries. Okay, Aries, this has been your love reading for September 2017. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.